Hello there ladies and gentlemen, it's Alonzorion here and welcome back for more Nioh. For this session we're going to be moving on to the side mission of the previous mission, and then also on top of that we're going to be doing the next mission finally. Now I haven't played that much since the previous session, repeated one of the side missions, and I've also done the Twilight mission once again. And well, I captured a little bit of footage because I discovered something new. Got to apologise for the quality here. The reason it's so bad is because I captured it directly from my PS4. I was away at the time, so it's in 30 FPS, it's low quality. It's got a nice little logo down there, just in case you don't know what you're playing back. You know, I said I was a little bit confused about what happened once the mushroom sort of mimic thing popped out of the chest. It seemed sort of friendly. Seemed like it wasn't doing anything. I came across this one in a different chest. I approached it, this time I didn't attack it, and it seemed to just point at me. I wondered what the hell was going on, but I held around for a little while, thought about using emotes, but then I was like, wait a second, what's going on here? And then it starts attacking me. It seemed a bit frustrated, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going to run back to the shrine, I'm going to see if I can do that again. So I came back and luckily the chest was refreshed, it was there again. He does another emote. I think, well, you know, I'll try doing the same thing. We don't get the high five in, unfortunately, but yeah, he seems happy. Seems happy, and he waves me goodbye. I thought that might be another emote that I needed to copy, but no. He goes away, and he gives me a gesture. Overjoyed. And a whole bunch of gear as well. So there's something else I tried out. You remember the guys who play guitars? I thought, well, they don't attack you either, do they really? They don't really do too much when you drop on them and try and kill them. You can see them below just playing away. So I thought, you know what, I'll try not attacking him, I'll try approaching him instead. Turns out he actually summons things. I don't know if that's happened in the past and I haven't noticed, but yeah. It doesn't really do much when you approach them other than just continuing to summon, so at least I know what they do now. And yeah, that's it. That's all the new stuff I really discovered. Another thing to mention, comments. I have been reading them, thank you very much, all you guys who have been posting them. Wellamonga taught me something I didn't actually know, and that is most of the time if you're being comboed, it's better to block, because you cannot actually dodge away. You've just got to break it by blocking. Gotta say a big thank you to Keladin as well, because, well, he continued to correct my pronunciation, and I'll probably forget how to pronounce things anyway. Some of these things that I've been pronouncing incorrectly have actually been things I've known how to pronounce in the past anyway, and just forgotten. An item I picked up from repeating the Twilight mission is an inhabited Kadama Bowl. And from what I can tell, you can actually get a Kadama just by putting this down. I guess we should test it out at the beginning of the next level. Another thing I didn't realize is that there's a lot of things you can buy from Tomei which would benefit you at the beginning of missions, i.e. arrows, rifle ammunition, and, you know, just other stuff you might need more of. Another thing as well is that you can buy a Book of Reincarnation, which allows you to reset your levels. So if you put anything in incorrect at any point, it's quite cheap as well. If you put anything in at any point that's wrong, then you can always readjust yourself, which might be something I end up doing. Something else you can do as well is you can forge amulets. So yeah, I think I'll be doing a bit of that now. Does it tell you anywhere how many you own? No, it doesn't, but I can just do this, can't I, and have a loot for myself. I should make some of the ones that I'm missing. So plenty of these horns. I wonder if they're useful for anything else. Yeah, you can also upgrade smithing materials by combining together lower class smithing materials. That's going to be useful for if we decide to smith a weapon, which I might do in the next session for the record, since I've avoided it up until now. I had 3 of those, I had maybe 2 of these, and then 1 of these, I believe. Where are they? There we go, that's nice and rounded. Brilliant. I may end up rebalancing myself at some point, because I saved up myself this lovely set of armor, the Warrior of the West, and I've only just recently realized that all these abilities here are attached to something. Tiger Sprint, for example, is a skill. Increases attack and defense. There's specified Guardian Spirit, one that we don't have, Raiken or something like that. Electrical damage, you know, we don't have that. This set right here is generally better than everything I own anyway. I put the sets into my inventory, by the way, and I did notice something. Hino Inma set. Of course, this is based, how do I get the, oh, here we go. This is based around the last boss that we faced. and it's one of the DLC ones, so I know that this one is based around a boss, the one I fought when I said that I played the demo, the Ogress. It's going to come later on, I'm going to guess, and I'm just going to guess that a lot of these armors here are to do with some of the enemies that we fight in the game. Sanada. I know of Yukimura's Sanada, the Takeda clan. I think it's got something to do with that. Of course it's got something to do with that. I mean, it even says right here. Oh, it's not Yukimura, it's Yoshimura? I've never even heard of Yoshimura before, unless that is the same person. Maybe this was his original name? Maybe he changed it to Yukimura, maybe he changed it to Yoshimura, I don't know. Sounds very similar though, doesn't it? Maybe we will encounter him at some point. Maybe we will encounter him at some point in the story, because I think he was still alive in this period of time. So right, for this level, I need to be level 15. I'm pretty much geared up already. I gave myself the most ridiculous look ever, and this time I'm taking in a hammer and a sword which I've customized to look like the sword from the beginning, but is actually a large katana. So I thought I'd just make myself look as ridiculous as possible. The idea was, I'm in pajamas, but I needed to get ready for battle as quickly as possible, so I just shoved a helmet on and, you know, yeah, it has a story behind it. Everything has to have a story behind it. I've developed this beautiful combo with this weapon here, in that when I attack, I gain health. You might remember I had a spear that did that earlier on, and, well, that's where it's gone now. And then also, in one of my armor pieces, I have life recovery from Amrita absorption. So, yeah, plenty of health income there. Hopefully I shouldn't need to depend on the elixirs as much. I unlocked an ability with the blacksmith off screen. In reforging things, I can now select a specific stat instead of doing a randomized one. I'll tell you what, let's take away this bit of defense right here, and I have 3 options, and they all actually are not very good. What are these slots about in the bottom here, below this? I'm a little bit confused about this. If I go for... oh, right, that changes, okay. So there's some really interesting things I could go for here. Instead of item drop rate, I could go for life recovery finished using living weapon. And that's 209 health. That is quite a lot, isn't it? So you can get some rare ones here and there by the looks of it, as replacements. So I'm going to have a browse around and find something that's actually worth doing. Okay, so here's one that's absolutely useless. Enemy electrified. I mean, I haven't even got electricity, have I? So, what can I do here? Mid-attack life drain, close combat attack critical, mid-attack key reduction. I think the key reduction one will go down nicely, so let's take that and we'll see exactly what happens. Okay, that hasn't unlocked any other slots or anything, so that's it. That's all it does. I'm gonna guess it's an item you get later on that can improve it further or something. We'll see, we'll see. She has some more dialogue. I have a request. What sort of swords do they have in your land? 3 levels? What on earth? Where did these all come from? I think I'll take the extra level in cell markup. I need that hair. I need the barber. I really need the barber. No, I don't need the barber at all. Let's see. Item shortcut set limits? I don't understand what that means. Does that mean I can have more pages of item shortcut? I think, honestly, increasing these would benefit me more than doing anything else at the moment. We can get that barber menu at some point. But for now, yeah, I don't think there's much point. Let's go for these instead. I'll go for the forging cost, because I do that quite frequently. I don't buy things that often. So, yeah. That's good for now. Alright, so I have skill points to spend, and quite a number as well. Do I... Still nothing in Omyo. I'm worried about the Omyo. So worried. Increases ninjutsu capacity to 4. To 4? What does that mean? That I can carry 4 things, or that I can carry extra things? Okay, forget it. I'll just get the extra throwing ability for this. Now, for weapons. I'm going back to using an axe. I've got a sword still. The sword's so good that I cannot ignore it, cannot leave it. Oh, what? I've already bought everything I can for this so far? I need to clear certain missions in order to unlock the next tier of things, it seems. Okay. Do I need to do anything to do that? Breaks the opponent's guard, then uses your guard to knock them down to the ground. I'm curious about that, so I'm gonna get it. And then, well, I might go for the parry, but I think I'm more tempted to go with this one, so yeah, kind of like the idea of being able to back away from them and do an attack like that. Right, next up we got titles. Let's see, 5. My god, 4? I must have achieved a lot in that last repeat of the Twilight mission. A lot. I mean, I did fight a lot of the spirits you can do and stuff like that. Let's go for durability of living weapon, more yokai realm, definitely. I think I'm just going for the same one continuously at this rate. Let's go for some of this as well, and luck would be nice. Cool. Next up, go for the human close combat, life recovery effect, toughness. And then, let's go for some gold earned. I could do a bit more gold. Couldn't we all? Titles obtained, 24. There's a very long list though, isn't there? Let's see some of the new ones I've obtained here with the exclamation marks, but they disappear so fast. Like, I don't feel like they should when you roll over them like this, because, yeah, you need to be able to see them, don't you? You need to be able to scroll up further. Okay, and we've got some more yokai illustrations. Let's start from the top. We've got more information on skeleton warriors. Being half-decayed skeletons, skeleton warriors lack stamina, but they feel no pain and will not stop fighting until they are completely destroyed. They often attack in groups armed with swords and spears, so care must be taken not to become surrounded by them. Well, I've killed 100 dwellers then. That's pretty impressive. The pickaxe carried by many dwellers is the last trace of their former lives as miners. Of course, I didn't actually draw that line somehow. These are the miners it spoke of. It's so obvious, it's right there. The sight of a dweller swinging its pickaxe wildly as they attack is unsettling enough, but one without its axe is even more terrifying. In this state, they abandon all pretense to humanity, scrambling on all fours and leaping at intruders like savage beasts. They are pretty scary when they get like that. 100 of those. Oh god, I'm never going to beat 100 of those. We got the guitarist guys. Pronounced Biwa Boku Boku. Okay. A yokai taking the form of a monk playing a biwa lute. The biwa is the yokai itself. The monk is simply a reflection of Hochi, the biwa player, whose unwise dealings with restless Hike warrior spirits cost him both his ears. Lures intruders deeper into places of evil with its eerie melody. My god, this is pretty grim. Next up, Kappa. Cowardly by nature, Kappa flee underwater at the first sign of danger. They are rumoured to have a taste for cucumber. What? Wonderful. Can I throw it some cucumbers and it'll come out? Yeah, whatever. And to wither and die if the water in the dish of the head dries up. Okay. Other legends say that a treasure lies concealed inside their shell and can be claimed if the Kappa is slain before it can escape. Well, we know that. Oh my god, it's adorable! I thought it was a mushroom! What the... It's a badger! Majina are badgers transformed into crafty and cunning yokai. Like foxes and tanuki, stories of them disguising themselves as humans to do mischief have circulated since ancient times. They enjoy hiding inside treasure chests and springing out to surprise whoever opens the lid, so they're harmless. They're just cute little mischievous things. That's... oh. I've got more information on the yokai. The power of Amrita is a double-edged sword. If used improperly or with evil intent, it has the power to transform the user into a fiend. A fiend is far stronger than a human, but devoid of rationality. Oh, the very first one we found. I see, okay, this is adding up a little bit now, I like this. They can only follow their instinct to attack any who happen to come across their path. Don't seem to remember reading this before, so I'll go with it as well. They have awful destructive power and attack by ramming their bodies engulfed in flames or by spitting fire from their mouths. Depending on where they appear, they also start fires in the surrounding area, which can rapidly grow into raging infernos. And then, while I've defeated this boss the right number of times now, so we can read this, the two horns on its head emit a weird glow. It is said that horns represent the source of power from Oni, meaning they lose their strength if their horns are damaged, but only the most powerful and precise strikes could hope to shatter them. Is that a possibility? Is that something we can do? How have I got more information on her? I haven't fought her, have I? I might have jumped into this right at the end of the mission to help someone fight this boss. I think I'm forgetting that. Because I did a random kind of join in with people just to test what it was like. Drinking the blood of men to replenish her life force and beauty, she hides her aggression and insanity. Her malevolence is well enough known that her name has been used as an idiom for misconduct since times of old. Obsession is a cruel mistress. And that's all. We've not had anything else added by the looks of it, though we haven't progressed the story at all, so... Right, submission. Finders, keepers. Oh, it's our friend Nagamasu with his beautiful grin. Sir Anjin. Oh, of course. William changed his name, didn't he? I have a rather embarrassing request. The famed sword, Hishikiri Hazabe, or however it's pronounced, treasure of the Kuroda clan, has gone missing. I recall feeling a fumbling at my waist while I was grappling with that demonic harlot in the cave, but she didn't have it. It must have been some other demon. I beg of you, please find the sword and return it to me. I'm liking these rewards here. These are smithing techs. I can make his armor, I'm gonna guess. So this is to acquire his gear. And a little gesture as well. Let's get in there. Into the place where nightmares are weaved. I've actually been looking forward to playing this so much that, well, I'm having trouble getting back into playing Dino Crisis. I need to finish that series. And instead here I am playing this. I just enjoy it so much, I really do. So, how much of this area is... I see a Kappa immediately. How much of this area is locked off? How much have we got to work with? I see that the objective is quite nearby, and honestly there isn't that much of this level, is there, overall? To kind of backtrack... fucking hell, I should have saw that coming. To backtrack through... Oh, shit. Well, that's good. We are strong against those, so that's not a problem. Recovered a bit of health there, as you can see, from both the Amrita and the Kappa is just outside, isn't he? It's right here. Maybe... Oh! God, he will not go down. Is something else attacking us because music is going a bit crazy? I don't think it is it? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll back away from that Kappa for now. Have a look around and just be careful because I never know, there might be something big lurking here. I'm surprised at the lack of enemies so far. Bandit armor, small spirit stone. Oh, I said about the Kadama. Oh wait, no, not this level. There's no Kadama in this level. There would be no point in using that bowl at all, would there? I mean, that big rock isn't something, is it? It seems to be trying to get us to come up this way anyway. So, I think it might be best checking back this direction. We have a demon to kill for sure. I'm kind of a little bit disorientated. Where is the area where the boss is and where... It's up there, isn't it? Where is everything else? Like, where are we, This is where the demon head was. That is a lot of gear there. A lot of purple gear. Well, there's an item up there that we can acquire. I guess we'll go get that. I'm thinking that's where the boss was. Try to avoid going in there just yet because I want to build up a little bit more spirit weapon before fighting our first demon. Oh, shit, he's alive. Oh! Ow! Fuck. I'm trying to remember what that special ability was, but I've already forgotten. Take that. Fan, some souls. I've got plenty of elixirs, by the way. I built up plenty, so they shouldn't be a problem this session, at least I hope. What on earth is... Oh, it's just the bats above us. We don't have much spirit weapon, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, God. Oh, it's one of the Cyclops things. Great. Maybe... Oh shit, what's he doing? Fuck, I forgot they threw stuff at you. Oh. Ow. This is not a good start at all, is it? Alright, fine, I'll try fight him close up instead. It was press triangle during a combo, wasn't it? Yeah, like that. That works. That works fantastic. What's he done? Oh, I hit him in the eye there. Okay, that wasn't so tough. I think it's my first real time actually fighting one of these close range, because I've been too much of a pussy previously to fight them close range, and he paid me back an elixir. That's great. So, is that it? I feel like there is many other places I could have gone, but at the same time I think it is locked off. I am getting so easily disorientated. I just feel like this cave was much bigger before. I'm gonna guess some of the areas are just locked off in comparison to before, where, yeah, there's like stones in the way here and there, and I'm failing to actually acknowledge the areas where I could go before. So I think that is up to the boss. I think. What about down here? No, that's just back that way. Out the way. No, nothing back here or either, so I think that's it. I might be missing something, I really might be, but it's an unlikely case. So is this going to be one of those missions whereby I have to fight everything in one go because there is no shrine to be found later on? I'm going to guess it is, and why have I come back here again? I thought this was the way round, it's not. This is an entirely different route. Right, so we've got two guys here. Are either of those two rangers? So I'm not going to take any risks with them. I didn't buy any arrows or anything, did I? That one's a ranger. That was apparent by his arrows, which I'm now going to pick up, thank you. I need to remember to buy some gear and stuff before I head out next time. The capo has gone all the way over there. Creepy little bastard. I'll stay at the bottom for now, but I don't know, I just feel like this is heading over to where we need to... Why is the music going crazy? Oh! Shit. Fuck. I need to get those fast. Ah, fuck. Wow. What an absolute dick. All I can assume here is that Kappas have the most extreme music in the entire game for some reason. God, they have so much health as well. Oh, wait. I know the problem. I know why this music's playing. He is actually the boss of this level. And he's stolen what we need to get. So I'm going to avoid him for now. God, I don't believe it took me that long to figure out it was him. I mean, I was just wandering around looking for something else. Ow, shit. This guy is better than usual, isn't he? Come on. Oh god, he really is as well. He is not staggering. Oh. That works. It's a good job I remembered I had a hammer. Okay. So, yeah, there's other stuff to be found around here by the looks of it. There might be more than one target, though. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that at all. So, maybe I'll go back down and get the cap up. What's in here? A whole bunch of things. I can't remember what it was he asked me to get. Was it a set of armor or something like that? It could well have been. And maybe I need to get the individual set pieces. He's nearly dead anyway, so I'll just go for it, and if I need to repeat the mission, then I will. Ow. Won't do much damage. Come on. Oh no, that's it. That is actually it. So does everything else I can pick up and whatnot just despawn? Because I know the enemies do. But I don't know if the items do or whatnot. I know I saw one just up and around here somewhere. It might have been. Well, there's definitely stuff down there, wasn't there? And yes, I see nothing. So I'm going to repeat this mission, I think. I'll get up to the point where I was before, and you guys can rejoin me for that. Oh, and before we do that, of course, yes, that's the Hishikara... Alright, the treasure of the Kuroda, bestowed upon my father by Lord Nobunaga himself. How could I ever have faced my father again if I'd lost it? My deepest gratitude, Sir Engine. And don't tell my father, okay? I'm gonna guess that's why he gets the prostrate gesture. Wait, have I unlocked another mission here? Oh, I have. Can't be in the Overlord. Okay, so I guess that's what we'll be doing next, not the next mission, because that's actually lower level. What's a spear like? Ah, Earth. Heroic Raging Ball. Ah, it's one of the set pieces. I see, okay. Interesting. So there's another set that we can build up with his gear. Oh, it knocked his helmet off. That is a thing you can do, apparently. And goodbye. Oh, he hasn't fallen that far. Well, there we go. That's that solved. Okay. Was there anything else here? There was this guy, wasn't there? Yeah. Had a whole bunch of goodies in, and yeah, we could climb down the other side. We could go around here. We could also do a little bit of platforming here. What is seeing me? Oh, a ranger. God damn it. Did I didn't hit him, did I? Okay, let's... Come on. Sneaky. I was just waiting until I stopped. So look at, what the fuck is he doing? There we go. Well, that's him done with. Purple Baby 969. Lovely. No point in dropping down there. I mean, we did that in the previous mission, didn't we? Where do we want to go here? Is there anywhere we can... Yeah, we can drop down here, but how do we get back up? How do we get back up? You know what? It doesn't matter. If we get trapped on the other side, then... Is it really that big of a deal? There must be a way to get back. Gonna guess we can just drop down somewhere or something like that. Who knows? Alright, can head over here. There's a ladder here. This is, yeah, this is actually just the area where we just fight the two demon heads. So, yeah, we can drop down there, can't we? Go around here? No point. Okay, climb up. This might just be it, actually. I think we might be done. There is another warrior just over there. There's an area over there. Now, what was the other thing that I got? It's not in there, is it? The other ability that I got. I'm struggling to remember. It's like... So, what? I just hit, and then block. Is that what I do? I can try that. Oh, they've actually got to be attacking me, blocking first though, haven't they? And this guy does not want to do that, so never mind. I'll test it on the next one that does block. Lovely. We can't go any further there, can we? But we can still go over this way. There is a corpse here. Doesn't seem to be doing much. There is a guy just this way. This could be an ambush. Okay, never mind. He is coming over. That's him dead. It was possible that we could have been knocked off there, but we weren't, so that's all good. Oh, shit. Sorry, it's just the boss music again, isn't it? The Kappa is just here. Oh, wait. There is an item there as well. We can go down this way, and we have another corpse with an item on it. Is that it? Uh-oh. I thought there'd be something else, but it doesn't look like there is. There is our Kappa friend just here, but... Huh. Why don't I see this route before? We could have ran up and around here before, apparently. Unless it was locked at some point and then just became on... I don't know. I'm gonna assume it was open and I was just blind. So, let's... where else could we go? we could drop down, couldn't we, and get that item, but it's going to be quite tough to do that. Because it seems to be kind of just... just... there. Right, got it. Another elixir. Great. And we need to be really careful and just... that's a bit of damage, but it's fine. We're good, we're good. So, that's it, I think. We just got to deal with the Kappa. Let's do it again. Maybe a few blocks. No, he doesn't block at all, does he? He just dodges around and dives around and does all kinds of crazy shit. Come on. I can tell this is going to take me a while. Tell you what, it might be better just using the hammer. Just going full stagger. You know what? I never thought I've got this. Oh, for God's sake, he just ignores it. Oh, switching weapons just... okay. I didn't know that. At least I'm learning. Changing weapon completely depletes the bar, it seems. Now you're fucked. No, you're not. Clever. Tell you what, this isn't very effective against them. I'm surprised. God, I might be here another hour or two at this rate. Low stance. It's easier to catch him with that at least. So let's go forward. Let's get on with the next mission, I suppose.